Some of you may not know what gaslighting is, but when it comes to relationships, it can destroy the trust within the partnership. It is not the case of a few white lies. It goes much deeper than that and involves blame shifting, in that they then start to function at a different level, even in a separate universe. They created a false identity or lifestyle within their own mind. They were building an imaginary history of accomplishments that hadn't existed and blamed individuals for things that hadn't occurred yet. Guilt tripping and manipulation was a common theme. A lot of this behavior was unacceptable and fell within the narcissist spectrum. Let us give you a real-life example. A relationship developed between a couple, in which one was a considerable distance away in another country, before she decided to move in with you, which will be discussed shortly. You frequently had visited her home, and she was so charming on each occasion, but even heartbreaking to depart each time. But in hindsight, he wasn't aware that he was actually being groomed on each home visit to her. The transformation was unbelievable when she packed up her bags and ended up on your front door one morning, but turned into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde overnight. But listening to the conversation between her and your best friends at a social meeting and house party, meet and greet, did make him a little concerned, because she was claiming it had cost her a top director's job and forced her out of a luxury villa to join you in what she then considered to be a foreign land and spoken language. Little wonder there was remorse and bitterness in your relationship if she had to sacrifice this to make the partnership work. But nothing in this story could be further from the truth. The owner of her previous company had, unfortunately, died suddenly, and the grieving widow took no time to learn a lot more about her current workforce that included my partner, who had a prior long-term office relationship with the dearly departed owner. She had received special preferences during her employment and was known lovingly as the office eye candy for obvious reasons, keen to promote her abundance or assets with sexual favors in lieu of increased wages and promotion at that time. Some may call this an abuse of power, but a little creative accountancy was used to hide this fact in the first place. There wasn't any country house but a 3-story tower block being a concrete eyesore, and a single-bedroom apartment on the second floor that was inadequate and not fit for purpose. She had inherited the property from her grandmother, and it was modestly furnished. I thought she had been burgled on my initial visit. There wasn't a lift, and the ground floor was a sanctuary for vagrants, drunks during harsh weather. I had been supporting her throughout this period because she lost her job and he was sending weekly amounts of money for a few months, not fully aware of the shenanigans at the start of the relationship. Although we had discussed, the prospect of the move was regarded as a better financial option for both of them. Okay, there were exaggerations during the meet and greet, but who hasn't cheated on their CV? But looking good in front of my friends was an essential first impression to her at that particular time. However, this belief and persona started to be projected within their personal life and relationship balance, with increased hostility or condescension disguised as humor/sarcasm, ridicule and mocking, the likes which had not been seen before. I suppose the first question to ask is, why did he tolerate this behavior or abuse? He kept on making excuses for her, but there wasn't any remorse. And he was attempting to recapture the memories they had previously together in the hope it would all change, and eventually acknowledge the amount of time and effort he was applying to the relationship. Always looking for that elusive rainbow. More promises that things will get better between them. But it was one lie after another, continually trying to build bridges, and tearful that nothing was working.
Thank you for watching our video. Please take a moment to visit our website by clicking on the link below. We'll see you there.